We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Let's go, D.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Steps away. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's Barkley on the counter. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Now Mayfield. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go option to the short side. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lowered my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to... He's got a man complete. Oh. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fielded just inside the 30. Able to slither by. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, we got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Rapid.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Mosley, 89. Watch 89. No, check it.
Mayfield on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Here's a give to Barkley. Runs through the contact. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
He'll try again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense. And
that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Good job, good job.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Giants 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
they are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Second down, back to Sanders. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Fat taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front. The point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Giants 21. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give right side. Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 161 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Tim's the mic. All day, every day, any day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards left on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. A nice little juke. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 233 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Second down, back to Sanders. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession gain, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's going to have a first down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Back to throw. Pass complete, Goddard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. All right. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that